Conor Benn defeats Peter Dobson in a unanimous decision win in Las Vegas. Conor Benn fought well in the fight. He used the jab a lot. Peter Dobson came to fight though. He couldn't really do much with what Conor Benn was bringing to the table in the early rounds, but when he got his timing down and started to see the speed starting to catch up, and he started to throw the hook and different things like that, it gave Conor Benn issues as far as being able to get his combinations off. So Conor Benn had to start throwing single jabs and start singling up his punches. He couldn't really double up and triple up because Dobson was trying to counter him and he didn't want to hang in the pocket too long. Later on, he did start throwing more combinations, but later on, it showed that Dobson had his timing down as far as Conor Benn, but he had a lot of power and speed throughout the fight. He was jabbing throughout the whole fight, giving Dobson a lot of issues. Dobson didn't know really what to do as far as when Conor Benn was coming to the inside, throwing a lot of punches to the body, the jab. Dobson kept turning his head on the jab, so that was able to give Conor Benn a lot more chances to get away with another combination without a counter punch. I feel like Dobson should have countered a lot more. It was a close fight though. A lot of people didn't think the fight was gonna be close. I told people it was gonna be a close fight. It was a very good fight. Dobson's a very good fighter. Conor Benn's a good fighter too. It just he didn't have an answer for certain things, but he jabbed a lot in the fight though. I feel like he kept up with what Peter Dobson was doing the whole time, but he just didn't know what to expect as far as the check hooks and the hooks to the body. A lot of stuff that Dobson was doing, a lot of people really couldn't answer for. But Conor Benn, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say what he should work on because I feel like he got better throughout the fight. A lot of things he did in the first, second, third, fourth, fifth round, he did later on in the fight. He kind of switched up his strategy and what he was doing. So I feel like he did an excellent job. I feel like he did an excellent job. It was a good style matchup. Those guys had similar body types, so it was something that I wasn't surprised from. So, but Conor Benn, he's strong, elusive. He ducked a lot of punches. It was a lot of punches that he went underneath that a lot of guys would have tried to hang in the pocket and try to exchange with, but he's a very smart fighter. He didn't try to he knew Dobson could punch very hard, and that wasn't a guy that you could really sleep on. So he didn't try to go for the knockout the whole fight, and that was a smart thing on his end. He was aggressive in the last round. Dobson didn't do much in the last round, so that kind of showed to me that Conor Benn wanted to be the winner of this fight. He fought like a champion in the last round, so you can't really overlook a lot of things like that. I know a lot of people saying that he didn't fight well, and I mean, if you really think about it, Dobson was just better than what people expected. I knew he was gonna be a good fighter. That's why I watched the fight, but he was just better than what people expected. They didn't think he was gonna be a good fighter, but he's a very good fighter. We might see him again. You know, usually when guys are in a close fight like that, someone like Eddie Hearn will try to use him again. So we'll definitely probably see Dobson again, but he showed that he can hang in a pocket and take power punches from a hard puncher. Someone like Conor Benn has knocked a lot of guys out. So I was definitely impressed. It was a good fight. I expected it to be a good fight. If you haven't seen it, you should go look at the highlights. It's a very good fight, action packed. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it could have been a draw. In my eyes, I thought it was a draw. Well, not a draw. I take that back. In my eyes, it could have been a draw if the last couple of rounds Dobson would have did a lot more. I wouldn't say it was a draw. Not from the punch output. That's a mistake. I don't mean that. It could have been a draw if he would have fought a lot more in the last couple of rounds. But it was action packed though. I definitely like the way that Conor Benn style matches up in certain fights though. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.